Fuel selector valve is set to both. Trim wheel is flush. Brakes are held. Seats and seatbelt shoulder harnesses are secured. Cabin doors are closed and latched. Fuel quantity looks full and accurate. Flight controls, up I see up, down I see down, right I see up on the right, and down on the left. Left I see up on the left, down on the right. Flight controls are free and correct. Mixture is full rich. Throttle will go up to 1700, brakes are held.
Perfect.
RP will go on. Slight drop in RPM. Back to cold. And back to normal. Mag check, 1 click to the left. Normal drop in RPM. Back to both.
Good.
Back to normal. 2 clicks to the left. Normal drop in RPM. 2 clicks back to both. And we're back to normal. Mags are checked. Engine gauges, both showing in the green. And then ammeter showing in the middle, and there's a normal deflection.
Good.
I'll come back down to idle and check the idle. And we are idle, and we got smooth operation there. Less than 1,000 RPM, friction lock feels good. And Tacoma Tower, Cessna 2308 Echoes, holding short runway 35 for west departure.
Cessna 230 Echo, Tacoma Tower, west departure, runway 35, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 35, Cessna 2308 Echo. Okay,
lights.
Final looks clear. We go lights.
Final's clear. Runway's clear.
Camera 2500 and action measures.
Mike, holding short of runway 35, ready for takeoff.
09032 Mike, Tacoma Tower, hold short
Is
runway
strobe on
35.
as well?
We don't need that.
32 Mike.
It's noisy. We're verifying.
Alright, that is 35 verified.
We'll get out to that center line, get our heels to the floor so we don't ride the brakes.
Yeah.
Take a quick look at the windsock. Yeah, pretty much a good headwind, maybe a little bit
From the right.
Yep. So good. Power can be
We are
coming
lined
in.
up.
We weren't clear to stop, so we want to be rolling.
Okay.
So power in.
Power in, heels on the floor.
Yeah.
A little bit of right rudder with it. Airspeed's coming alive.
RPMs are above 2280.
Engine gauges are in the green as well. Looking for 55. There's 55. Rotate.
Secretariat 32 Mike, Paul Cessna on the go, west departure.
So that does come down for that 73.
Runway 35, clear for takeoff,
Good.
32 Mike.
Don't anticipate some bumps as we come over the trees here. We got a good climb speed of about 76, 73, 76.
Yep.
We'll climb up to 3,500 feet.
3,500, okay.
This is 17 November, runway 35, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, runway 35, Cessna 5073 November.
73 here.
Before I do maneuvers, I run the acronym PACE, P-A-C-E. So P will be pick an area that there's not other people, and then pick a reference. And then we'll pick an altitude. We're at a good altitude for what we're doing.
Yep.
Then we'll do a set of clearing turns, and we'll make sure we have an emergency landing site below us.
Okay. Alright, so first clearing turn will be to the right. Alright, right's clear. 90 degrees.
Yeah, we spend about 80% of the time looking out the high wing side because that's where we have our best visibility, and about 20% of the time looking at our direction and turn, make sure we're not turning into anyone.
Pretty smooth up here.
Yep, loving it. So we'll get back to that south heading, and then we're thinking, so we did C, now we'll do A for altitude. I think that's good altitude for slow flight is what we're going to be doing first.
Okay.
And then CAP, pre-maneuver flow, so we can make sure we're properly configured, starting at the floor, working our way up.
Get stabilized here again.
Yes, sir.
And then, okay, fuel selector set to both. Mixture is rich. Power set to 23. Carpet is in and cold. Mags on both. Masters in. Primers in and locked.
Awesome. So we did C, A, P, and then E emergency landing sites. If we look at our map here, We have a little grass private strip. We see it right off the edge there.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Cool. And do you think you know how to get into slow flight, or would you like me to kind of talk you into?
Maybe I can just talk it. So
Yep.
I think for slow flight, I'll go carpet hot. We'll go power to 15, below 110 first notch of flaps.
Yep.
And then we'll pressure elevator pressure back to keep the altitude.
Yep.
And then second notch flaps in the white, third notch flaps incrementally.
Northeast practice area, Eagle by
And then once we're looking for 50 to 55, once we get there, we'll go power to about 2,000, 2,100,
Yep.
And then maintain that altitude.
Then pitch in for the airspeed, power for the altitude. Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. So let's do some slow flight. Clear, area's clear. You can begin when you're feeling ready.
About 6 miles to the west of Eastville, 3,600, get into slow northbound. All right, stop practice.
Western practice area, November 230 at Echo, over Johnson's Point, 3,100 feet, maneuvering, western practice area.
Okay, so we'll go carpet hot.
Yes, sir. Cool, a target altitude would be 3,100, I like it.
We're going power slowly down to
16,
15.
17, I like, yeah. Good.
Oh, we got below 110 first notch flaps. And we're in the white, second notch flaps. And we'll go third notch flaps.
I like a little bit, adding power, good.
And we're approaching that, so we'll come back up here a little bit more with right rudder.
We want to hear that stall horn. So let's leave the power a little low and keep applying back pressure until we hear that stall horn, and then we'll add that power up.
West practice area.
A little bit of back pressure.
Juliet Alpha over Browns Point at 2,500 northwestbound. West practice area.
A little bit more back pressure. A little bit more so we don't descend.
No.
Want to hear that chirp. Maybe. Well, stall horn's not working?
Yeah.
Okay, so there we are. We go power up and pitch down for 50. Oh, the stall horn did not go off.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, isn't it?
Cool. Power for our altitude, pitching for about 50.
West practice area, 859 Juliet Tango is to the north of Lake Bay.
We'll try to hold this 3,000 feet.
Maneuvering, west practice area.
Nice. When you're feeling ready, I'd like to see a right turn to 240. We'll do that at half standard rate.
West practice area, structure 5211 Yankee, 6 miles to the northeast of Shelton at 3,500, traveling northeastbound. West practice area.
Okay, you said to the right?
Yeah, right turn to 240. I'll
And
move
standard
your,
rate?
half standard rate.
Half standard rate.
What's that, 71 CCR?
Be about 5 degrees of bank, yeah.
Yeah, that was way too
West
much.
practice area, 859 Juliet Tango to the north.
As we add that little bit of bank, we lose a little bit of lift.
Power off.
So we need a tiny bit of power to hold that altitude. Nice, and that plane above us over here is 1,000 feet high, and they're doing power on stalls. So make sure they don't spin into us. Oh, I'm liking it. When you get to that 240 heading, I'd like you to stay in slow flight and descend down to 2,800 feet.
Okay.
West practice area, Skycatcher 6043 Mike.
Stay on this heading and
over
then
to Watto
2,800.
Yep.
4,000.
So we're just taking out a little bit of power for our altitude. We're still holding that same amount of pitch for that airspeed.
West practice.
So we'll come down to 2,800. And while you're coming down, I'd like to see a right turn to that heading. Traffic low ahead of us, so it feels good. Good control. I like to see on this heading, I like to see a climb up to 3,000 feet. In slow flight, so we'll give it full power.
2 miles west.
Full power?
Yep.
Okay.
Southeastbound.
The carpet in.
Yep. And we'll just keep our pitch here for about 55. Good. And we'll see a slight increase. Cool. And we'll catch our altitude by bringing out some power and pitching down when we get up to that 3,000 feet.
Lakeview inspector area, 243 Echo altitude 2,500 knots, North Lakeview, headed back to Payne. Lakeview inspector area.
Traffic's all looking good. It's easy to let the airspeed build, so bring out some power quick.
1 mile southwest of Lake Tappan, maneuvering at
Good catching.
2,600 northeastbound.
Cool. Now we're going to recover back to cruise flight. We'll give it carpet in, power to full.
Carpet in, power full with right rudder.
Maintaining altitude. As the airspeed starts to build, we can take one notch out. And we take one out, that'll help reduce a little bit of drag. Now that airspeed's building, we're maintaining altitude. Don't let it climb. Good, airspeed's building. Another notch out. And now we're looking for at least 70 knots before we take out that last notch. That'll help prevent the feeling of sinking as we take out those flaps. Yeah, we'll have a little bit of a drop here, but not much. Awesome, that felt good. Okay. Next thing I'd like to do is some steep turns. So we'll get back into cruise, and then we'll pick up a nice reference to put the nose on for some steep turns.